What's up, guys? Bless up with a nice clean self, enough love and appreciate on the inbox me. On the tell me some talk about a topic I want me to go a little more deeper in the topic. So I have a few people reach out to me in my inbox and say if we go a little more deeper in the topic. So what me I gonna talk about today is our Jamaican parents. I don't know if other me I talk about we because me a Jamaican. Oh my gosh. Me a Jamaican, so me I talk about we as parents and some things where, we do. Oh, the mirror. Okay, the mirror upon this thing. Alright, so some things what we do as parents, what we really know to do, and I'm gonna talk about some things where we really fit do as parents. And yeah, so we Jamaican parents, some of us, let me say, because I don't want people that this don't go for feel like say me talk about them, so it's not for everybody. Let me make that clear. But growing up and where I grew up, me I talk about things when me see and when me go through, and based upon these things. So there are things that happening, especially in the countryside of Jamaica, where people still carry water upon them head, and the kids them have to do that and wash them clothes and still come home and cook dinner, Alright, this is something where we want to talk about for a while. It's like as a parent, you make your kids be slaves from a very early age, and you don't slave them and show them love. You slave them and punish them. You slave them and treat them bad. And it needs to stop, because if it don't stop, then the world is just not going to be better. Alright, when you look in the garrison and in the country and the ghetto areas, a lot of the kids that you see turn to violence is a lot of the kids that don't get love. A lot of them don't get love from inside their own home. They don't get it. And me now ask you, me I tell you, a lot of them, I'm not going to say all of them, a lot of them that so angry and so bitter, it comes from in the home. And if you disbelieve me, you can ask a lot. Go there, ask kids question. Even same place in other school, the kids go and tell the teachers, the kids go and tell them friends what is happening to them at home. As a parents, and these things need to stop. We are not setting the example for the children of the future. And why I said this is that sometimes the kids will even come and try to tell you something that someone do to them, and instead of we listen, we run them. Right? Are you one of those parents that don't listen to things that your kids are saying? That, alright, somebody beat them up at school, you run them. Alright, somebody tell a lie on them and you don't even listen to how the conversation go. You beat them. Right? Somebody come and tell you something, say your kids do it, but you don't listen to your child. And what you do? You beat them again. And you constantly be buffing them and buffing them and buffing them and buffing them. Because people tell you things, or you hear this, or whatever. But you don't sit with your child and ask your child how it happened. It's like you don't trust your own child to tell you the truth of what happened. So you beat them. They don't get the love. And parents have this tendency to say them not grow up certain ways, so them cannot do certain things. That's wrong. That is so wrong. It's so wrong. Because I have grown up a certain way where a lot of people, how I was raised, a lot of people, if them raised the way how I was raised, maybe it would have turned to something else. Maybe it would have turned to violence. Maybe it would have turned to, maybe it wouldn't be here. The story of my life, it is not a fairy tale. And that goes to say, parents can do better for their children. And if you find yourself in a position that you cannot take care of the children, them don't have so much. It's civilized time now. It's not back in the days when my grandmother have 18 pitney. But she was going to market 3 days a week to put food on them table. Them struggle. So now it's different time now. People really don't need to have 10, 15 pitney if they know them cannot take care of it. There is so much education and protection towards educating yourself. If you have your first 3, your first 2 or your first 3 and you realize that they are struggling, now there is so much resource that you can educate yourself on, that you don't have to have 10, 15 kids anymore if you know that life is so hard. If you know it's hard, and for them to come and struggle in poverty where they have to go and trouble people things to better themselves. Listen to your children. Make them feel special. I'm not saying that you're gonna be perfect, but at least try hard enough. Give them attention. Show them that you're there. Show them that you're care. You have to. Because if they don't get it from us as a parent, then what is going to happen? A lot of these things that is happening in the world right now, because the child feel neglect, so they rebelled. They grew up with this anger. Sometimes you don't even know. Sometimes your child has been molested and you don't know. I'm not saying that you're gonna always there and you can able to protect your child. You're not. But back then and now is 2 different things. There is so much resource now that you can do to educate yourself, to not treating your kids a certain way. Once you get pregnant, start do your research on how to raise your kids if you don't have the knowledge to it. There's so much things that you can do as a parent. And I get it, a lot of us don't have it. But if you're gonna lay down with somebody and you know you don't have it, no. Protect yourself until when you have it, or till when you see a way out better. It don't make sense. We have this bunch of kids and have nothing to give them to eat. It don't make no sense when you could just have 1 or 2 or 3, even 5. But when you're having more than that, and knowing, say, you cannot take care of them, it don't make no sense. If you know, say, you can take care of them, have you out your lot. But you cannot take care of them, what you do with 5, 10, 15 pitney? People still have 7, 8, 9, 10 pitney. And no say them a go and shop same way. Go buy big jelly oil and half pound of sugar. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Growing up, my grandmother used to tell me, say, pitney fall out of helicopter. Seeing my first period, me did the river wash clothes at 11 years old. And I wonder what the hell that I come down upon my leg, rain and pour. And I have no idea what it was. I was never aware of it. I was never educated about it. Nobody tell me about it. I'm an anti-baby clothes them me wash. And see blood I run down by my foot. Oh no, stop treat the pitney them so. Stop tell the pitney, stop hide these things from the kids. This is how you educate your child. When you change, you stay free. And you have a little girl in your house, don't afraid to change it right there in front of them. That was what I did. And my son, no for change stay free and in a period. No for change stay free. No for change bad. So teach your kids them. Give them the knowledge and the understanding from very early. It's when kids young. That is how them learn. When them start pop out now, it don't make no sense because all different kind of things full up in them brain. So them not thinking clearly. Give them all the resource from now and give it to them, and pack them brain with whatever is important. Sit down and spend time with your children. You don't have to run, go up your friend yard all the time. Give your child the time of the day and spend time with them. Help them with them homework. Go to school. Go check up on your children them. Make them know that you're pretty much involved in them life. No matter the struggles where you are go through, don't dash it out upon them. Don't do it. You see the things that when you go through in your past, the hard times, don't give it to them. Sometimes we as a parents have to put on a smiley face when our heart are burdened. Because don't make your kids them keep carrying the burden that you have and feel sorry for you. You're supposed to empower them and make them feel strong. Don't throw your burden on your child from so early. Them can be carrying that as a burden on them. So don't do it. Take up their burden, their pain, whatever they've gone through, what they're going through. Take that up. Put it on yours. They never asked to be here. You brought them in this world. So you should make sure that you play that role. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not asking you to be perfect. I am not. But start to reflect on what is right. And don't think about what you've gone through and put your children through that. I have gone through hell as a child, not having my parents around. I cried day in, day out. But look at me, I'm alive. And that is a testimony. And that is something that I can express to others. What I've been through, to uplift others, to motivate them, that is not the end of the world. And you could just get up and uplift yourself and just be self-motivated. Don't rely on others to do it. You have a brain and a mind of your own, and you can work, and there is an Almighty. Trust in Him. You can do it. Believe that you can do it. It's all about what we contain in our minds. Sometimes we wake up and because the guy that we're talking to is cheating, and the child feels that because you're so aggressive and you're taking out your problems on them. These kids never asked to be here. They never did. Don't do it to them. Alright. Sometimes I think about these things and it makes me frustrated. I don't know why I'm talking so low. Hopefully this video is not too low. But sometimes I think about these things and it makes me frustrated because children live what they learn. And if you don't set that example, sometimes what happened to our children, they pass away from such an early age. I mean, it's not all kids are that pass away from an early age is because of how they grow up, you know. It's because of how we as a parents treat them. It's not all of that. Some of them pass away from innocent things that happen to them. You know, they've been at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm just talking about the things that I see on the internet all the time. You know, kids died. I was watching this video with It's Tatiana on Facebook, and she was crying about her nephew and what happened, and you know, it just distracted me while I was talking. And you know what she was saying, that her nephew was innocent, you know, and they take his life for simplest of things. And sometimes I'm just reflecting on these things. I'm reflecting, and sometimes you listen to these things, it makes you so hurt inside, and you want, it make me feel like that. So I was thinking, when you're taking somebody else's lives, how do you feel doing that? Like, why would you do something like that? Don't you have somebody that you love and care for? What makes somebody do something like that? The evil spirit? What caused somebody to do things like that? I'm just meditating. Why people hurt people in such way? You have a mother, you have a sister, you have a father. Think about it when you're doing it. Would you want somebody to take away the people that you love dearly? Why would you do something like that? And it's go back to say, sometimes it starts from in the home, and the way how you treat your children from a very early age. You put so much pressure on them, so they grow up with this anger and they have no love. They're bitter. They're so bitter. They're so angry. I could be very bitter, but I have self-control and I know how to manage myself. And nobody is gonna push me to that extent where I want to hurt somebody, because I have a limit and I control myself. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody have that strong willpower, and people snap and think after. But as I said, people are being bullied, are being cursed out, are being You know, they go through, the list goes on. I don't know what word I can call on here. I wanted to call out all the names, but I just don't want, you know, YouTube to flag me for any words that not allow on their platform. So I have to be careful the names them that I call in my videos. So I want to be respectful of their policy and not to call any names that I'm not supposed to call. So it goes on, the list goes on, and as I said before, it starts from us as a parent. I was a single mother and I raised 4 kids, and did I have it to feed them? No. But I do what I have to feed them. And let me change that, because I did. I make preparation to feed them. There are days when it was so hard. It is so hard. But they never go to them bed without a night dinner. It could have even been tin mackerel and rice. A lot of kids go to them bed nowadays without food. And it's not just one, because the parents have so much. They don't have a roof, a proper roof. I saw videos on Facebook where parents' houses are leaking. Like, it's like there is not even a proper door on the house. And they have so many kids. Like, this is time now where it's not supposed to be like that. Back then, I understand. I want to sleep, I'm very tired. Back then I understand, but now it is different. It is different. There is so much resource out there for help, where you don't have to put yourself in that. You know, you've been with somebody and you have 10 kids for them, but yet you're still buying big Gilla Isle and half-pound of flour. That don't make no sense. Big Gilla Isle and half-pound of flour. It's the kids, them brain now feed properly. Them mental now, them now get substance in them brain. Them now get certain things because you cannot afford certain things. I used to go to downtown market. You know, when me and my 4 kids them live. You know, in the evening, you get things cheaper. So, me used to go down there and me used to buy the June plum them. And, you know, and carrot. You go down in the evening. When you go in the morning, the things them are expensive. Them fresher. But them down there in the evening and people are look for go home. People want to go home to a country. You go down there and you buy your little June plum and your carrot and you blend up your juice. You put in them. Feed up them mental, man. Take care of kids them. Treat them good. Listen to them. They need us as a parent. Give them the time of the day. I'm not going to say everything you have to run back and you put them and do. But we are slave with one kids. When we give them this big bucket of water for carry upon their head every single day. No, man. No do it. No do it. Give them little life to man. Give them little life. But at the same time, you have to make them do things. Don't spoil them. Me not tell you if you spoil them. Make them do things, but don't overdo it. Kids must get time to think about them schoolwork. Not always thinking about the hard work at home. No. Parents nothing do that to them picnic. They nothing do it. Them for clean house themselves too. Them for wash up plate themselves too. Them for cook themselves too. Don't left the cooking, all of the cooking all the time on the bigger one, and burden them down with housework. So because of that now, all them can think about is what is happening, what them have to do in the house. No. Give them time to think about them schoolwork and get an education. The kids them are not educated. So because of that, them cannot get proper jobs. Them I don't know, the list goes on. Me write a book. and it is not a fairy tale of my life story. It is not. But look at me now, comparing to who I was as a child and what I've been through as a child. Not everybody mental is strong enough to overcome things. So you have to be there for your child, because you don't know what they're going through. Anyway, guys, like the video. Please like the video. Tell a friend for tell a friend about my channel. Enough love. Bless up on yourself. Stay safe. I'm out. Peace. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section if you think what I talk about a reality, or tell me what I'm wrong. I want to hear in the comment section. Anything I say, if I say it wrong, don't afraid to tell me in the comment section. I not feel no way. Tell me and express how I feel. We are here to communicate with each other. Enough love. Bye, guys. I go sleep. I just take a shower. I just take a shower. And I will meditate and lay down there while I meditation and I say, me get up and come reason with a little bit. Because this is how I love them. I love reason with when me I reason with myself. As I said in the video earlier, I watch a video where the guy, killed the girl, nephew, our cousin, and I always think, like, when we see these things, what caused people to do that? Why you do it? Why? I mean, people know if it snap like that. People know if it make the devil control them like that and snap and hurt people like that. No. I understand say people get angry and upset, but there's a limit. You have to have control. You cannot make, even if the guy dry him out to an extent, there's no way you have to do that to somebody. No. You can't make life. You have to take it. That's what I believe, It's sad. Some of the things that you watch on the internet, one of the other things I go beg on to do, stop getting pin them phone. Because you don't even know who I text them on social media. Me can get some brother text message on my page with man I send all them private. You can imagine that. You don't know where you see you pitting them. Then we see things and don't tell you. You see the Jew them? They don't have TV. Sometimes the better have. Give them the TV, make them watch educated stuff. Make them watch educated stuff on the TV. Don't give them anything. If you watch on social media, keep them off of it. Social media, it's not healthy. Make them focus on them schoolwork. Understand, say a lot of people, even they are foreign. And, them show them love them way there. But give them a tablet, and if you need to speak to them on video camera, make them talk to them on the adult phone. Yeah, talk to them on the adult phone. I don't believe say kids have certain things at such a young age, because them seeing things online that influence them brain from too early. It's different, I never met my kids them go on Facebook until them big. Keep them out of certain things. Make them look a game and so buy them look a dolly and them look a this and them look a that, but keep them off of social media, man. You want your pitting them to be healthy mentally, physically, emotionally, healthy. Them brain must develop in the right way. before you expose them to certain things. You can't go on and on till tomorrow morning and talk to them, you know. You can't give them a list. Love and opinion them though. Really love and opinion them. You know, we are take up too much pride in our nails and we ear and with this and with that, and the opinion them need we. Them feel neglect. And once them feel that, them turn against others, and them are carry things in their little heart from a very early age, and then when they get big, now it bursts out. So, be careful. Careful, mothers, especially the mothers. Them be careful. Love and opinion them, and them are come take care of. You hear me? Enough love. I want to take care of myself.